Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the back. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse, like you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They punt it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll give it on the inside. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Wide open downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Syracuse right back at it.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
To the air on first down. Under fire. He's got it inside the 15. They get him down to this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Tight end now in motion. With the run on first and goal. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's Glass. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Hebert. Fires to the big fella. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Plucks it out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Might as well stick with him. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
Offense changing the play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Makes the catch. It's Upshaw. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Upshaw. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at first and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
Trying to punch it in. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Hebert. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let it go.
I'll take that.
It's off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Takes it the other way. Inside. Touchdown, Cuse. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw. It's Hebert. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team cover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a short pass to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Syracuse. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And they tacked on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Hebert. Pressure coming. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the right. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Keene. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cobb. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arkansas is just getting blown off the field right now, and it may continue to get worse before it gets better. If it gets better. What a shocker today in Fayetteville.
Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Looking for a man. It's Hebert. Fires on the move. Lost the defense. He's wide open. Line room to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Got a man. It's Jackson. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw again. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Keene. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Cobb. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Looking for space. It's Green. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Off play action on first down. Buys a little extra time. Look out, he's got room. And it's a fumble.
This nigga fumbled.
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week 1 is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'll give it to the back.
Still gonna get in the spot, Dave.
And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Scanning the field, it's Hebert. Looking for a deep man. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout.
Oh, hey, it's a nigga over there, by the way.
That is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Touchdown, Orange. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Hebert. Finds his target down the middle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the catch. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Breaks into the open. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Wolverines! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
80?
Squarely falls in the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On the move, it's Hill. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And I think you'll hear a little grumbling from the fan base, right? Third and long. I want to be aggressive. I want to throw the football. They get conservative. This offense is leading. Maybe that goes into the thought process a little bit.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Hebert. Catch in the middle, it's Keene. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He uncorks one deep. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards.
Unleashes one deep. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Hebert. On the run, still looking. He'll throw it. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Here's a heat.
What the fuck are you doing, buddy?
Makes a play, sacking him back at the
I'll tell you to lead the pocket.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
From the gun. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the air on first down. He lets it fly. Makes the catch on the left. Turns on the Jets. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Louisville is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Oklahoma. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going for the big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quick completion on the out. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Makes the catch. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Looking downfield, it's Hebert. Makes the grab, it's Jackson. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on second down. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yo, 25, what you doing with it, bro?
He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Now improvising. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And it's always interesting when you get into this garbage time and if it really matters or if it doesn't. And depending on who you talk to, it matters. But that's a big passing play. They just needed a lot more of those in this football game so they could score some points because this offense, it was a disappointing day. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads it left. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll start this drive with a pass. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the tight end.
And this offense continuing to spin the football back, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down.
I threw the
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Syracuse right back at it. Defense looks as if it's coming. On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Oh, these bitch!
And
Oh!
it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football.
Oh,
receiver, quarterback, not on the same page.
I
no
get it.
dice, turnover on downs.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Oh, they're after him. This thing got out of... And it's caught.
I get it. I get
They're going
it.
to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown.
Oh, because they knew that bitch was a touchdown.
It's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on
That's
the last
bad,
drive.
dog. A red. Both his incompletions was fucking bullshit.
He'll bring it out. It's Cobb. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
I guess I could put
They'll
this
start
bullshit
this
in
drive
field.
going to the air. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get
Oh,
accomplished.
but he can get...
Phases,
All right.
David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really
He's
care
still
about
doing
the
that
beauty
shit?
contest. Like, your
Oh,
goal
God.
is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Right down the middle. Finds the big tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Play the analytics here, and you go for two.
Nigga, did I just catch you wanting to be
Into the
shit?
end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Hebert.
Damn, I got put on my ass. Fuck.
Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0. Ball game is over.
Even when I do the right thing, I can't catch that pick. That's
But it really
crazy.
seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.
Bull game.